This year, we're pleased to announce $986,000 going into fire services and agencies across the province, $20,000 of which is coming to this great department right here to help with equipment purchases that we've been looking at. And I can say, as a former volunteer firefighter with Windsor, I can tell you how important breathing apparatus is when you're in certain situations, almost all situations. So as you advance and come into the new, more modern age with the fancy bells and whistles, but more importantly, those great cameras that are attached we were looking at, just great to be able to be supportive of all of our fire departments across the province, and pleased to be here today. I can tell you, we talked a bit about the MFR program as well, and there's a lot of departments across the province that are doing it. Not quite as many as I think when it all sort of rolled out. Early days, people realized the commitment that is involved in that part as well, and we're very pleased within government to have that capacity as MFRs that we see. As a former paramedic, 17 years I spent working in various parts of the province. I can't tell you how much it meant to have the fire service there when we arrived doing the MFR. They were the ones doing all the heavy lifting, the hard work. That made our job a whole lot easier, and I know that the guys and gals out there working today still very much appreciate the MFR program and what it does mean. And certainly our guys and gals who are in EMS are on the scene at your structure fires and things like that. And a lot of those folks are also cross-trained as firefighters too. So again, very pleased to be here today to announce $20,000 for this department, but more importantly, the provincial announcement. I don't know what the ranges are. I probably should have looked the values, but they're up to a maximum of $20,000. There are a lot of departments actually that fit that.
One of the challenges our 36 members had been facing is we have shelf life on our equipment, like the breathing apparatus, for example. In our case, our breathing apparatus was 18 years old, and we needed to replace them in the next few years. And of course, the breathing apparatus is essential to fire safety and the safety of our community. So we're hoping to replace these in the next few years, but now with this Emergency Services Provider Fund grant, we're going to be able to move this purchase up, and we can make the announcement to right away, which is going to be tremendous to our brigade. We've been discussing this for a number of years. And what it's going to buy us, as you'll be able to show you here on the table, is there's 14 brand new breathing apparatus that has the newest technology on it with even thermal imaging cameras for 6 of the units. And that'll give us tremendous more capabilities and safety for our firefighters and their corporate community. So, and just to note, this purchase will actually serve our community for about 2 decades. This is going to be about a 20-year shelf life, so this is very important to us.
You never know when a piece of equipment is going to fail. And, you know, for instance, if a pump or something fails out there, we're talking $35,000. So, but on the funding part of it, this is definitely, we're going to go on that right away, get this right away. Now that because we were talking here just last week before we knew about it, that, you know, it's going to be tight. We're going to have to cut it in half. There's no way we can do it. So, you know, hopefully they'll make this announcement shortly. And when it come through the other night, we had a meeting, and we're going to make this step. So I think it's probably 5 or 6 weeks out once you order it. But when we have it, it's going to be very much appreciated. And, I'm pretty well at my term as far as being on the office side of things. I'll be back in the seat here very shortly. Guy and I had a little discussion the other night, so I think the members that are upcoming that sits at the executive table, you know, I mean, you got one guy sitting there, he said, treasurer, I don't know if he's going to make it like Ralph, 41 years as a treasurer or not. So Donald, what, you got 3 years in now? So
yeah.
You got a few more to go.
Yeah, 38 to go.
I would just like to acknowledge one of the founding members of the North River Fire Brigade who is here today, Ron McCollum. Ron, would you please stand up? And I know you have seen things come from nothing. I think you were at the first meeting in the community to say, we should look at a fire brigade in North River. And through all of those years, Ron has kept on, don't keep standing, Ron has kept on as a volunteer in leadership roles on the executive, an active fireman, and is still here supporting the community. And so, Ron, thanks to you from all of the residents in North River and from Chuck and I. particular.